Hey everybody, here's a little weather update for you. Been off a few days and back here at the station today on the 2nd of September on this Thursday. We're not going to talk about a whole lot. There's not a lot going on. We're going to kind of recap how we did in August with the temperatures and how we did with the summer. What we call meteorological summer is now over, and kind of look at what's coming up over the next couple days with some rain chances and then a little longer term on some temperatures. So let's start by looking back, and this is the nation as a whole. And these are temperature anomalies. Was it above or below normal? And you can see a lot of the country in the high plains and the Ohio Valley and the Northeast was warmer than normal. We did have some cool areas in the Rockies and in Texas, but a lot of the country was above normal during the month of August. And I can tell you specifically here in this area at the TV station, we were actually 2 degrees above normal. This was the warmest month of the summer. If you count June, July, and August, this one was the warmest one. It was actually drier than normal too, at least here at the TV station. We ended up with 0.81 inches below normal on the rainfall. So could have used a little more rain, didn't get quite enough rain across at least portions of the area. And we're going to talk about that here in a second. The meteorological summer, what we refer to there is June, July, and August. And the temperatures here were very close to normal. We ended up a half a degree above normal on the temperature, and rainfall was an inch and a half above, but it's interesting that we got a lot of that rain in June. You may remember back in June we had some very heavy rain, some storms that came through with some flooding there in mid-June, and June was very wet, and then we dried off more in July and into August. So we got a lot of that rain kind of front-loaded in the first part of the summer, but technically a little warmer than normal and wetter than normal here in this area. Now we're not done, I don't think, with these yet. I'm going to talk about that. The yearly average number of times we go to 90 degrees or above, long term over the last 30 plus years, we've averaged about 33. You can almost see the 33 there. So far this year we have had 18. We had 24 last year. And again, I don't think we're quite done with those yet. I'm going to show you a map on that here in a little bit. But at least for now, we are getting a break from some of the hot weather that we had. One thing I want to mention before we get into more specifics on what's coming up is lately we've had a lot of these more crystal blue skies. The haze and the smoke we had there earlier in the summer has been away. It looks like some of that's going to come back. Here's our forecast on the smoke, and as we get into Saturday, now Saturday you're probably not going to notice it a whole lot because of the cloudy skies, but Saturday and into Sunday you may notice more of a haze to the sky as we start to get a little bit more of this atmosphere smoke moving back into the area. So the skies may not be quite as clean as we've seen here lately. Dew points, I'm going to let this run for the next 48 hours. Basically, remember, dew points, the lower they are, the more comfortable it is. The higher the dew point, the more muggy it becomes. And so we're around 60 as we start. Friday will be fine. As we get into Saturday, though, notice the dew point's getting up close to 70. Now, you're going to start to notice that, more of a muggy feel to the air. And that's going to set the stage for our next chance of some rain as we get into the day on Saturday. So definitely going to be more of a muggy start to the upcoming weekend. Speaking of that, I'll show you when the rain would be arriving. We don't see anything during the day Friday. I really think most of Friday night is probably okay. Late Friday night, early Saturday, a few showers will be possible, but I think probably more of this would come later in the day Saturday as a front moves into the area. So as you can see, as we get into Saturday evening, Saturday night, we start to see the rain chances increasing. Maybe a few storms. I don't think we're talking a whole lot of storms, but maybe a few storms mixed in with this as the front moves through the area. We need rain, there's no doubt about that. This is what we are looking at with the drought monitor. This came in today, Thursday, the 2nd of the month. It was based on rainfall through Tuesday, and we didn't really get much after that. So a lot of the area now is what we call abnormally dry, and some rainfall would be kind of needed, but we don't see a huge amount of that. I mean, Friday, none. Saturday, I do think there will be some showers, and notice how it holds the temperature down. We're talking 73 for the high on Saturday. 80 will be the high on Sunday, and then we do bounce back to 85 on Tuesday. Now, I don't have it in there, but Tuesday night a front comes in, and that front could spark some showers on Tuesday night, and then it will drop the temperature by several degrees for Wednesday and Thursday. So our rain chances are mostly Saturday, and then maybe a quick shot on Tuesday night, both cases with cold fronts moving into the area. So now we're going to go a little longer term on the models. This is the European model. This is rainfall over the next 10 days. Not a ton you're going to see on these 3 models I'm going to show you, but at least we're showing some. In this case, we're showing maybe a half of an inch up north to maybe a little over an inch in the south. So that'd be a little bit below what would be the normal. This is the GFS model, and again, it's kind of in the same ballpark, a half of an inch to an inch, maybe an inch and a half. And again, so not crazy, but you know, at least we're showing some rain. This is the Canadian. It's a little lighter, but at least it does show some, generally about a half of an inch during that 10-day period. So a normal in that 10-day period in September would be about an inch. So we may be a little bit under the average, and of course we're already kind of dry anyway. So we could use some rain. We have a couple of chances, but right now it doesn't look like anything big as far as rainfall amounts. Now I wanted to show you this. This is an interesting, this is off the GFS model. And these are forecast high temps a week from tomorrow, a week from Friday. And it's got us in the 80s, actually close to 90 in our southwestern counties. But look at those temperatures in Missouri and Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas. I mean, I see one out there in Kansas that's 107, actually a few of them that are 107. That's not the heat index. This is the forecast air temperature. So we're going to have to watch that heat. Here's a closer look at that. And again, you can see it has us in the mid to upper 80s, but man, scorching hot. West of this area. So it's something we'll watch. Again, this is a week from Friday's forecast. It's a long ways out, but a lot of times when we start to see the heat building just west of here, you know, some of that gets pulled up into this area. So I don't think we're done with the hot temperatures just yet. So enjoy the break before we see some heat probably return. And we can back that up on the probability map. This is the 8 to 14 day, or September 10 to 16, does show the core of the highest probability of above normal temperatures west of here, but we're definitely in that warmer belt. And as far as precip during that time period, near normal. So again, I don't think we're talking extremely dry, but we'll probably get some rains in there at times, but probably not anything too excessive on the rainfall. I'm going to end with a couple of other maps for you here. This is the European weeklies which came out. This is for week 1. This would get us through September the 10th, so the first week of the month. Near normal on the temperature. This is week 2. This is where we see some of the heat building. So I think as we get into week 2, about mid-month, we'll see the temperatures warm up even more. So again, I do think some of that summer heat will come back. And the last couple things I'm going to show you, also off the European weeklies, this would be the next 45, 46 days. This is all the way out until the middle of October. And this is showing still a trend to warm weather across a good portion of the country. And of course, precip would be an interest, especially with farmers getting into harvest season soon. Right now, a lot of dry weather forecasts near us into the southeast, and the wetter than normal is west of here. So we're kind of on the border about normal. So at least going by this, between now and into mid-October, the temperatures ought to even out above normal, and precip probably near normal in this area. So just a little wrap up of some of the things we're looking at weather-wise. Again, a few showers on Saturday will be cool. A few showers on Tuesday night along a front. And we'll have to watch that heat building in the plains. That could be something we would be dealing with here in, you know, 8, 9, 10 days, something like that. So that's a wrap on the forecast. Of course, we'll keep you up to date as we head into the upcoming weekend. But definitely enjoy this break from the heat because, boy, it's been nice here lately.